Hi, fellow students. So good to see you again. Have you ever been so frustrated because you could not get started writing? It seemed like you were paralyzed. Well, take heart. We've all been there. We've all been there. And there are some solutions to writer's block. They're called writing hacks. Tips to help you get started. Remember, writing is a messy process, and it takes us in circles and in jumbles and in tangles, but the end product is well worth the struggle. It's well worth the frustration. But we're not frustrated because to every frustration, there is a solution. We just have to find it, and we have to know ourselves. And so I'm offering to you a few writing hacks, and I hope that at the next class, you will have learned what works for you. And you might have even come up with a hack that we haven't talked about. I hope you're going to share it with us. So one of the first things that we start with are questions. We've talked about questions before. Who, what, when, where, how, why, so what if I turned it inside out? Or what are the similarities? What are the differences? What are my assumptions? What are the omissions? What is important about this concept? Why did I choose this concept? And what has been written about it? And there's so many more questions. Another video that I'll be doing is asking the right questions. So watch for that as well. So we ask these questions, and there might be some additional questions that you might ask, and that will help you start writing. One of my favorites is to free write. And so what do you do with the 20 questions? Maybe you choose the concept about your analysis that you're going to write. And then now you're going to ask those questions, and you're going to maybe choose 2 or 3 of those questions to start your free write. So relax, drop your shoulders, take a deep breath, and choose a question or 2. And write for 5 minutes about those questions and the concept. Don't stop. Don't pick up your pen. Don't, you can do this on the keyboard. Don't stop typing, and don't edit. I am the worst about editing. I tend to edit as I write, and that stops creativity. So please do not edit. Okay, so you've written for 5 minutes. Rest your hands, shake your hands, move around, and then read. Read what you wrote. And you're not worried about typos or grammatical errors. Read the words and the meaning around the words, and circle the repetitions, repetition of words and the repetition of concepts. Now you're going to set your timer again for 5 minutes, and you're going to write about those circled repetitions without editing, without taking your hands off the keyboard or your pen off the paper. And you're going to write. And then when the timer goes off, you're going to review that writing. And I'll bet there will be your working thesis right there in your free writing. Or you're on your way to that working thesis. Oh, here's a challenge. So choose your concept, turn off your computer monitor, set your timer for 15 minutes, and type about that concept for 15 minutes without stopping. You can't edit because you can't see what you wrote. That's good. Okay. Now, at the end of 15 minutes, take your hands off the keyboard, shake around, take a deep breath, turn your monitor back on, and read your writing. And ask yourself, so what? What have I left out? What are my assumptions? What are the repetitions? What are the differences? What can I learn from this? Is there a nugget or two that I can use? Oh, then notice, focus, and rank. Look at the interesting details in your observation and in your interpretation. Maybe there's something strange in there. Maybe there's a revealing detail. Now rank those details and ask questions about them. And then start writing. Oh, a lot of students have found this to be very helpful. So you want to record your thoughts. Some people have an initial problem with putting their words on paper or on the screen, but they can talk and they can work things out through talking. So let's record your thoughts. Turn on your voice memo on your cell phone, choose the concept and talk for 5 to 10 minutes. And repeat this at least twice more at different times of the day. Then at the end of the day, listen intently or deeply to all 3 sessions. And then free write about those observations. What did you notice? Were there repetitions? Were there connecting ideas? I bet you will find that you can really learn a lot about your concept with this. Now, what I would like to offer is that for one of your experiments, your writing experiments, that you try one or all of these hacks and see what you come up with. That would be a very interesting writing experience. You take care. I'll see you next time.